What are you doing, Huff and Ophobia? Show navigation. Why can't you get out? Oh, because you got a tile line above your head. Okay. Deconstruct that. Now you can get out. Alright. That needs to go away as well. 9. Martin's now stuck. Why is Martin now stuck? Oh, okay. Put a ladder there. Anyway. There's not one of them stuck. It's like 3 of them stuck. Martin and Muppet. Okay, just 2 of them. G'day, mate. Welcome back to Oxygen Included with me, JD. We're back for episode 19. A few things have happened between episodes. First off, we're on cycle 299 now. Yeah, I know it's been like 55, 60 cycles between the last episode, because what I've been basically doing is sweeping. Lots and lots of sweeping. Depending on your dupe layout, depending on your luck with the duplicate gods, generally you should spend about 5% of your time just sweeping. So for every 100 cycles? No? 5%? Yeah, every 100 cycles or so. 20%? I don't know. Some percentage. You should spend a decent percent of your time sweeping. And this is why I've been taking on sacrificial dupes who do nothing but sweeping. I just realised, are you room-wise a different size? Oh no, I've got that gap. So, I've had the duplicate sweeping a lot, and we have the hardest working weight plate ever, which is up to, what's that, 4,200 tons of material have been dumped in here. At the same time, I've reworked like conveyor rails and all sorts of things. I've done minor little things. As you can see, we're now shipping the clay directly into here to make our ceramic. Our steel is actually broken because we're out of coal. Refined carbon. I'm completely out of refined carbon. We've used up everything we could, and we have like some ridiculous amount of 17 tons worth of steel. I'm about to turn you back on, and yes, we're already shipping coal down here, so that's not really an issue whatsoever. This is all completely automated. But yeah, I've had the duplicates going around sweeping. It's also let me lower the priorities on a lot of things. As you can see, I still have a lot of 9s and 8s around for my farms, but those can actually be set down to 1s for coal generators because they're all fed by an auto sweeper now. So, you know, we've done a lot of improvements. On top of that, if we bring up the sweep overlay, well, you can see all of this has been swept out. A lot of this has been swept out. They haven't got over to here yet. A lot of this has been swept out. Basically, the duplicates have spent a lot of time sweeping. No, we're going to leave that there. So, I've had the duplicate sweeping a whole lot. Oh, actually, and up here, we've swept out all of this. We're sort of halfway up the wall here. We've swept a lot of them out. I am going to keep the sweep tasks on. I don't want to get rid of them just yet. In theory, lots of sweep tasks cause lag. You have been warned. Even then, like, I figured the duplicate's going to get there eventually. And I don't really want to remove them and then re-add them later. And we're still early enough in the game, we're not really experiencing lag, so it's not really something to worry about. On top of that, we have a great stairway to heaven, so we can get up into space. I do want to get into space shortly. I basically want to start harvesting this regolith and bring it down here to run this guy, our infectious polluted oxygen vent, to make sure I don't run out of clay. Clay's not really an issue yet, but it's going to be. At the same time, I want to... What else do I want to do? I'm not sure. It was definitely important, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I need to set up more automated shipping. It's something I want to get to. Like at the moment, we have eggshells over here. Hang on, sorry. I just need to take care of a certain hatch problem. Any hatches that become full-grown adults up here tend to stick around up here, which is a bit of a problem. So, yeah, these guys just need to be harvested every now and then, because all these hatcheries are full. I need to set up an automatic killing room, which we will do in a future episode. Not right now. Why are you powered? Oh, you're all powered down. Never mind. So yeah, we're just like automatically making some meat really quickly with some help from some duplicate effort. The poor autosave just cleans up the mess after they're done. What a war zone. And after that, there's still more left around. Sweep. 9. Whatever meat got stuck in that tile needs to go. So, this episode, I want to actually look at food. Oh, that was another thing that I did. We've probably got enough glass. I replaced the glass that we couldn't afford to build with diamond tiles. So at least we had the decor flowing through. Gosh, that's bright. We had the decor flowing through even if they weren't made out of glass. So now we actually have the glass. We will priority 9. Yes, I'm still going to priority 9 stuff. I don't need to in a lot of circumstances, but I'm going to anyway because I just want stuff done faster. And at the same time, I've filled in all these aero pots. Now, these aero pots are still made out of diamond. The idea is we're going to fill them with plants. Not going to do that just yet, but we will end up doing that very, very shortly. But this episode, I want to look at food because we've got a fair bit of barbecue. Not much fried mushroom, it turns out. And a fair decent amount of meat after clearing out the meat farm. And we have poor Fry Guy who's up here. Is the meat not in the machine? Meat. Errands. Cook. Supply. Cook. Fry Guy. Priority 4. Why is Fry Guy's 4th priority? What is your priorities? Cook, cook, cook. Yep. Even though I've set these down to priority 2, priority 1, priority 3, because Fry Guy has a double plus in cooking, I can set these really, really low, which means people don't accidentally run all the way in here to supply them with goods, yet Fry Guy still comes in here and constantly cooks. That's his one job in life. So, yeah, we have lots of barbecue. We have a little bit of fried mushroom, not a lot for some reason. I'm guessing the farms are getting a little bit warm or a little bit cold. But I really want surf and turf. Surf and turf it's the ultimate in critter meals. It's a bit of fish and a bit of meat. And we have the Hutch Farms giving us meat, but we don't have any fish. So this episode, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to set up a whole pile of fish. So I want to also put that... actually, I want to get rid of that whole ladder section. I need to put in another decor floor. This is going to make sure that these bedrooms end up nice and green at all times. And... oh, autosave. Nope, we don't have any statues plastered all over the map. That's a good sign. And then... do I need a glass floor? It's going to shine into... I do need a little bit of glass. Okay. We're going to bring our plastic ladder up. We're going to bring our fire pole up. It's going to drop this ice down into everything. That's perfectly fine. Also, we have an anti-entropy thermo nullifier. Basically a big cold machine up here that we can use if we need cold, you know. On this map, I'd say no. You know, the base has got in-floor heating to heat it up. The 2 steam vents are still going along at 96 degrees, which you think is like really, really close to like 100 degrees. Turns out because the sheer amount of thermal mass in here, that's still 50 cycles, 100 cycles away from overheating. This one's down to 77 degrees because basically the cold is radiating in on the heat and actually cooling down this whole area. So no, these have still got, I don't know how many cycles left to go. They are making a little hot zone, and I did put down a heater down here to make sure that these thimble reeds got warm enough that they could actually operate. And then when this went in, everything went pear-shaped and the whole thing just overheated. Oh, we're at 5 kilos of... You're overpressurizing, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Let's put in a single airflow tile Instant priority, please. Here. Is that unreachable? I don't know. We'll put in 2 ladder pieces. Because somehow I let this fill up with a whole pile of oxygen. Yeah, that's fine. It's less than fine. But an airflow tile should let oxygen... Hang on, gas overlay. Oh, we got polluted oxygen down there as well. Okay. It should at least lower the pressure. We've got a little bit of all sorts of gases in here. That's less than ideal. Was it 1.4 on the outside? That's potentially a lot of water I've been losing. Okay. New printables. Yeah, I got completely sidetracked already. We still have... I'm just bringing up my notepad. First off, let's get rid of that. Let's just confirm things. I still have... Winter was last one on, maybe? Winter? Yep. So I still have 4 names from episode 1. And I'm really hoping to get them all done this episode. So we have supplying and suit wearing, farming and supplying, research. You're all pretty bad. We're going to take on Joshua, and we're going to give Joshua the horrible, horrible name of Deadly Kitten. Oop. Welcome to the base, Deadly Kitten. Good luck. Hope you live a long life. You're a sacrifice. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Actually, research is the other thing I wanted to do, because the last research we have is all about the space stage. So we're just going to click there, which will just get everything done. Well, until we actually need rockets. So it'll get the last couple of bits of research done. Why? Stinson, you're so slow to build. Yeah, I know it's hot over here. It's cool, mate. You'll be fine. I don't know if that made it better or worse. I think that made it better. What do we got? 1.2. Oh, this might help. No, because the steam's going to instantly condense. Okay. Yeah, it's falling out the outside and then... Yeah, it's coming out the outside and then instantly condensing. Alright, that's a little bit better at least. Probably now, because this is an actual now task. Can we get the other one done? Steam, 3 kilos. Yeah, so it's as long as it's still instantly condensing, we're fine. Alright, as for our Pacu farm. We need a couple of things when it comes to our Pacu farm. First thing I need to mop up all of that mess. Damn, I got water on top of my oil liquid lock. Alright, whatever. Okay, so I made a whole tutorial video on how to make these, and we're going to try and make one of them, and then we're just going to duplicate it later after I find enough water to actually fill these things up. So, first thing I need, and I'm going to use, no, I need to use glass. I need to have a fish bowl. Yes, that is the official scientific term. Probably not at that priority, just this priority will do. Yeah, that should be big enough for our fish bowl. What else do I need to add to it? That's actually everything. It just needs to be like that. It just needs to have enough water in there that fish can survive in it. And that's it. It's a 1-tile large fish bowl. Perfect. It's even got water in it. Build that tile in. Water gets forced. Done. That's our fish bowl. Okay? Then, we need to dig out a big chunk of this. So, what we need for our actual fisheries is we need 3 tiles high, 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles wide. 3 tiles high at the other end. I need to have a door. A shipping auto sweeper. Yes, it's got an auto sweeper in it. We're strictly hands off wherever possible in this map. If I can have something done automatically, I'm going to. We need to feed the fishies. No. Fish feeder over there. I need a door. Yes, a door to control the fish feeder. I then need all the shipping items. So I need a conveyor receptacle, a conveyor loader. I need automation, a hydro sensor in there. Yep, that'll detect the water. I need a ladder so duplicates can get across. I need plumbing. I need a liquid vent to fill the room up with water. I need automation. I need a critter sensor so we know how many critters are in the room. Automation, critter sensor over there. I need critter sensor. I need a timer, clock sensor there. And I think that's it. We need a roof on this bad boy. Nope. I need a food. I need a fish release. There we go. That's it. Every single tile in this room has something in it. This is how compact this build is. It is really, really designed for maximum fish efficiency. Yeah, maximum fish efficiency. Okay, on top of that, the room above this. So this is where duplicates can come in and drop fish into the room. So obviously, we need to have somewhere for duplicates to get in. They're going to come in through a door up here like this. And then all the way up here, we're going to have food. We're going to have an incubator up here. So we can incubate the fish to run this room. Can we dig those tiles out? So that's our fishery room. And now I need to give duplicates access. I'm going to have them come in from the other side. That's a bit of ice I'm still trying to melt. Wherever possible, I'm trying to melt the ice on the map rather than just, you know, digging it up. We need a fish drop off there. You can come all the way up to there. You can come up to there. And we need a floor in there. And duplicates lead a way out. And yes, okay. So that's our fishery room. Do I want this side done now? No, probably not. Okay, and I'm still going to priority 9 stuff just so the duplicates come do it faster. We need that dug out. What else do we need? We need a bit more automation. So we want a knot gate. And no, that's the critter sensor. Yeah, in there. I want automation wire. I want automation wire. I need... that was the other thing we need. We need plumbing. We need a liquid shutoff. That's awkward. Yep. Automation. I need to read from that sensor into that thing. And plumbing. We're gonna go with insulated pipe because I know it's freezing cold up here. Yeah, it is absolutely freezing cold up here. I might have to run heating through the system. Something else I need to run heating through. Yeah, just mop up everything, please. Okay, so do the floor needs to be fixed before I can... Do I insert the floor? No, we're just going to run heating through it. Okay. I want to put in a liquid bridge over here. We're going to come up. I'm going to go through there. Then I'm going to come up to here and go through there. Which does mean I need to have that pipe go... liquid bridge. Yeah. Okay. Which does mean I need to build out this whole floor. So duplicates can get across here and build all those tiles. So that can go. That they can reach from the ground level. That's perfect. That needs to get dug up. Why can't you reach? Oh, because I haven't. If I open that door, in theory, that'll fix that problem. Okay, so we want to feed all fish types. We want to feed them 1 kilogram of algae, because Pacus eat algae, and they eat a lot of algae. If we go down to one of our... Oh, we got another printable. I haven't had slicksters yet. Sure. Except you like hot carbon dioxide, and I'm sort of a little bit short on that. Alright, let's not give you... There's a lot of you standing around here doing nothing. Okay. Let's go with construction strength. Agriculture cuisine. Yeah, I don't need to cook. So we're going to go with... Elron, who, according to the comment section, likes to write books. Either way, you're going to be in construction tiding. So welcome to the base sacrifice, Elron. I should probably put you on some sort of schedule. Deadly kittens and Elron. That fills up yet another schedule. And I should probably throw some skills at you as well. You can have... I don't really want you to have research. Elron, strength. What were you good at? Deadly kittens? Science. Sure. Sure. Science it is. Go for it. Yeah, we're making a mess down here. Okay, so we're going to build in these tiles. We're going to get in-floor heating all through this area. Okay. That's still unreachable. Why are you unreachable? I need this built. And I don't want to build it from... Well, I could just build it from above. Yeah, let's just build it from above. Okay, so the idea is, as I was saying... Oh, no, I was going to go look at a Pacu. A Pacu. Okay, so Pacu down here. It doesn't tell you. Oh, it does. This critter typically consumes these materials at the following rates. Algae, 140 kilograms per cycle, which is a lot of fish food. It is an awful lot of fish food. But one thing we can do with Pacus is we can... starve them. And the way we do that is, first off, we feed them just enough so they survive. So that's 1 kilogram of algae per cycle. And the way we can get away with this is Pacus, when they're born, they have like 500 calories or something. Which is, even if you don't feed them, technically enough to make them survive their whole life cycle. So they don't technically need to be fed. to complete out their whole life cycle. Now, as you tame them and everything else, their consumption rate goes up. And they actually chew through those calories a lot faster. But what we want to do is we want to sort of hit a fine balance where we're not feeding them too much, but by the same token, we're not starving them. And what we do is we feed them 1 kilogram per cycle. And when critters actually have the starving debuff, it takes them 10 cycles to starve to death. And the Pacu live for 25 cycles. So what we're going to do is we're going to feed them 1 kilogram. So when they have the starving debuff, they get fed. And then because they've been fed, that starving debuff resets. And then we have another 10 cycles, at which point we can starve them, but they're going to get fed again tomorrow. And that's the idea. We're just going to repeat that cycle over and over and over. I want mop, please. Priority 9. I need this empty. I need sweep. Priority 9. I need this empty. There's more crap up here. We just need this whole thing empty before I can go any further. So yeah, that's the idea with the Pacu. We're gonna feed them just a little bit so they don't starve to death. Quite, almost. I need that mopped up. I need actually 7. This is a lot lower priority. I really don't care about when this gets mopped. I do want it mopped. I do want the place tidied back up. But you know, when you guys get to it, duplicants. I also love the sound their feet make as they run across the glass tiles. So, that's how we're going to feed them. Now, the only way to turn a fish feeder on and off is to basically block access. So this is why I have this door here with this clock sensor. If we flip the clock sensor to off, and we look at our shipping. So at the moment, our conveyor can reach all this sort of stuff. When the door shuts, and I click on it again to refresh it, you can see it can no longer access this one tile. This is the only tile that matters when it comes to the fish feeder, so the auto sweeper can't access that. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to, at the moment I need you open so duplicates can jump through the door to access things. But what we're going to do is we're going to set this up to just open for the tiniest amount, and when it opens, the fish feeder, when it opens for just the tiniest amount, the fish feeder, well, the auto sweeper can grab food out of the conveyor loader and put it in the fish feeder, and then we can reset the cycle. And then once that's done, we can then close the door again so the auto sweeper just doesn't keep loading algae into the machine. We only need just the tiniest amount to get things started. Oh, power. I forgot about power. And I'm gonna need probably some sort of transformer box up here as well. So I also need to take the heavy wire. Yep, that's not a mess I'm gonna have to deal with. Yeah, I'm gonna take it straight up the middle. I'm gonna have to rearrange everything else. Actually, I'm gonna rearrange it by the smart method of move it all over 2 tiles. Okay, we want conductive wire bridge there. I want one. Let's go up to there. If I put a wire bridge in there and a wire bridge in there. Hang on. Damn, all those wire bridges in the wrong spot. Wire bridge in there, it turns out, and a wire bridge in there. That goes there. Wire bridge there. Okay, then we're going to go deconstruct that. That. I need that bit of wire done before I can do that one. That. Yep. All of that, all of that. And of course that was set at a nice high priority of 5. No, that's now done, so that can go as well. That can all go, that can go. Hopefully I got all the tiles this time. And that's going to make a nice giant lead problem at the bottom of my base. Okay, where are we up to? No, that's clean water. Clean water can go in there. Polluted water can't. That's polluted water as well. I need the ice swept out because I can't have it phase change later on. Come on, sweet. 9. All the 9s. Alright, you're going to do... Actually, you're not going to do anything until I've hooked up water. Where are we with our heating loop? It is basically done, except stuff cracked in the pipe already. So we need a deconstruct. Probably now, I need that bit of pipe gone. And then we need that bit of pipe made. Now. I love the Priority Now button. Same with... the water's about to start moving. It really doesn't matter that much. Just build this tile, somebody. Excellent. Alright, so it'll start flowing the heating loop through here, which will basically make sure that this area warms up slowly and gradually, and at the same time it means I can keep all my liquid water as actual liquid. So the only other thing we need to do is get that heavy wire all the way up here. Turns out that failed. Okay, and then the easiest thing for me is just to put... So, a large power. A large power transformer puts out 4 kilowatts worth of power. The problem is your conductive wire only has a maximum wattage of 2 kilowatts. So as long as you put less than 2 kilowatts on the line, you're perfectly fine. But if you happen to go over that, the transformer can provide enough power that you can actually blow the circuit. A small transformer only puts 1 kilowatt on the line, right there. And what you can actually do, and it's probably what we're going to do, is we're going to put down 2... Nope. We're going to put down 2 of those guys. There and there. And then I'm going to take my heavy watt wire and plug that in. Then I'm going to get my conductive wire, and these will give me 1 kilowatt each because I got 2 of them. That's 2 kilowatts total, and I'm going to plug that in like that. So that gives me the 2 kilowatts I need, but means I can run more than 2 kilowatts on this line and know that the maximum amount I can put into the line is only 2 kilowatts, so it'll never actually blow. It's sort of a trick of getting around, you know, things blowing up. Why is nobody sweeping the ice? Have I ran out of ice storage locations? I have. Great. Ice storage location found. And we have eggs down here we can start using. I just need to get this one finished off. So, plumbing. I need to get clean water in here. And we're going to run a liquid bridge off the main loop. And plug that there. A liquid bridge. And then I'm going to use insulated tiles. It's not terribly insulated, but it's a little bit insulated. And run that there. So. That's all swept out the bottom. Priority 9. We want to set you to send green signal if below 1 kilogram of water. Is that everything? I think so. Now that this tile's in, duplicates can jump from here to here to here to get rid of the last of this stuff. And this is why I said we had to mop and sweep stuff. Come on, mop it, because when it's in a bottle, it can't freeze and unfreeze. There we go. Alright, that didn't need to be that quiet. Oh! Mop, pretty now, down there. And now I have to give you guys access again. Because I want to have these either all clean water or polluted water. I don't want a mix of liquids, if at all possible. Come on, duplicate. Somebody, yeah, up there, down there, and done. Okay. That tile, copy, paste that back up there. We want to sweep, probably 9, because that looks like ice in there. It is, which is going to start warming up fairly quickly. And we're dumping reasonably warm water in here, which is less than ideal, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I didn't sweep that out. No, that's water. Empty? Polluted water. That's the one I want. But I think it's unreachable. Okay, this one. We want to just take all, because I'm lazy. Realistically, the only items that we should end up in this little room is going to be... in here we're going to end up with eggshells and polluted dirt. They're really the only 2 items we're going to end up with in this room. And I also forgot the conveyor rails. They're probably important. We basically want to have 2 conveyor rails that go straight through. And the idea is we can bring in our algae on this one, all the way through for all the auto supers to grab. And we can have the conveyor loader to take out all the eggshells, all the eggs as well. All the eggs are also coming out. And eggs, eggshells, what else? Polluted dirt. They're the 3 items that are going to come out. I'm actually going to put a conveyor chute right there. Okay, so that's room 1 done. And the reason I say room number 1 is we're going to take that button, click it there. Actually, take that button. No, okay, we're going to take that button, we're going to take it there, and we're going to duplicate things like so. We need to deconstruct that. We need to put that there. We need to take the power line up and join it in there. We need to continue our plumbing along. We need to put that in there. Is that everything? I think so. Ah, crap. Where did the polluted water come from? It's not in the loop. Something's melted. Except I don't know if a duplicate can actually get down here anymore. I don't think they can. Gonna go by the fact that they keep running around doing everything else but this. I'm gonna say no. We don't want to actually hook up the plumbing just yet. And this room's almost full of water. As soon as this is full of water, we can actually set this one up and have it start running. Meanwhile, hopefully they'll get the second room up and running. We want to dig that out. We want to dig that out, and I want to dig that out. Purely because I can. That flicked for half a second. So, first thing we want to do is we're going to go fry eggs, incubate, forever. We want this critter drop-off to have all the critters, and we want a max of 1. Now, the problem is the fish releases really don't work as intended. They don't work like the other critter drop-offs, where you can just say, you know, do 1 critter, 5 critters, 10 critters, whatever, and dupes will only drop that many in a room. It just doesn't work. So this one we have the critter count sensor, i.e. the critter sensor, and we've got that set to above 0. So automation, as you can see, because it's above 0, it's not above 0 currently. we have a red signal coming out. And we're actually running that through a NOT gate to reverse the signal into this door. And the idea being that if there's no critters in here, this door will have a green signal coming to it, and it will be open. When we have a critter here, in here, any type of critter whatsoever, this will send a green signal, which this NOT gate is going to flip it, which will put a red signal to this door, and it will shut the door. And what we're going to do is we're going to say access, duplicates can leave through here, but they can't enter. And the idea is that if this is set to priority, well, this one's set to priority 9, yep. This one's set to priority 8, this one's set to priority 5 because it's the lowest, and duplicates will run into whatever room has the highest priority to drop off a fish. If they can't access it, then they're going to run down to the next room and the next room and the next room, and they're going to run through these doors passing to left. And the reason why the incubators are up here is because fry eggs incubate at 20% per cycle, and if Ethan comes and gives it a cuddle, 100% per cycle. These things incubate in one cycle. In one cycle, that egg is ready to go. So this is going to be actually really difficult to get up and running quickly enough. That was unintentional. Okay, so we want copy settings there to there. Copy settings there to there. Now I need to get algae up and fed into this system. So that's the conveyor route in. And we need to go to look at our big pile of crap we have down here, and I'm hoping, yep, we've got algae in there. So I'm going to put in a deconstruct now, and we'll do another, just a small mop, some duplicates better this. We're going to put in another conveyor loader, another conveyor rail, and we're going to take this straight across here. Okay, this is when things are getting nasty. We need to move the coal line over by a tile. Deconstruct. Priority 9. All that coal. I want to deconstruct that end of that. I want to deconstruct... yeah. Conveyor rail. So this is my food line. No, this can... we'll make that back into the food line, and we'll have this one... shipping. Bridge. Okay, so this central lane is going to end up being our algae, which we're going to bring up to here with lots of bridges over different lines, and that's when it goes in. Okay, so that's going to bring us in our algae. All I need to do is go to here, make sure you have power, and set you to organic algae. And boom, there's a whole bunch of algae on the line, and as soon as this bridge gets built, it'll start shipping. So this will bring algae into here. Each one of these is going to store 1,000, 100. How much do you store? I think it's 100. Maybe it's 1,000. It's 100. Okay, so each one of these conveyor receptacles is going to store 100 algae in it, which is heaps. And these doors, we need to set an activation time of 1%. Come on, 1, 2, 1. My wrist is still not perfect. Hitting a 1% is really, really difficult, actually. Okay, so that's room number 1 done. Can I get that out of the room? I don't think I can. Okay, so we're gonna copy settings. Oh, I can get them out of the room. Okay, copy settings there to there. Copy. That's not built. That's not built because I'm guessing it's unreachable. Unreachable. Yeah, it's unreachable. What can I do to get dupes in there? Not a lot, to be honest. Critter egg count 25. Yeah, it's slightly broken because the room's not sealed. Okay, mop that area up. But we have our first fishy in there. Okay. What can I do? I guess. I guess that's probably the best option. Okay. Now, this is going to cause a surplus of eggs, a giant surplus worth of eggs. Because, well, they incubate and hatch in one cycle. They're super, super fast. Actually, what the hell are we doing? No, you cannot have organic. Yeah, that creates a loop. Let's not have a loop. Okay, better. Damn you duplicates. I've got 2 of them in there now, which means they're going to be overcrowded. Yep. So the idea is we only have access from one side to the other. Unfortunately, because automation's not done and other things, they have dual access and they broke it straight away. Okay, we're going to plug that one in. We're going to get this one built. Automation wire. I'll put that in there. Can I please just get this tile built? Because I want to copy 5 of these. 5 of these? Yeah, 5 of these. And in theory, this one's just copyable. Dead set duplicates. You've made me grumpy. Okay, so I want... What was the copying settings? That one's copied. Oh, cancel copy. There to there. You already set to 0. Sweep everything there, please. Okay. Tile. Now. Thank you. Conveyor belts. Done. Alright. Deconstruct. We want that one, that one, that one. Yeah, now. Oh. Do you get the floor underneath you, dupes? We're out of eggs. And it looks like they're all in this room. Okay, we're gonna do copy settings. I want that one. 1, 2, 3. That's the plan. Deconstruct priority 9. Priority 9, the whole bottom half. Because I'd really like it built tubes. Oh, and conveyor overlay. Okay. That can get cancelled. That can get cancelled. That can get cancelled. That can get deconstructed. That doesn't actually need to be there. Plumbing overlay. Liquid pipe. Deconstruct. Okay. Done. Unfortunately, our heating loop's not doing a very good job of heating at the moment because we keep just emptying it. But, you know, it's trying. It should have... It has heated up the whole area anyway, which is perfect. Okay. Dupes are going to fly through and get this done. We're going to cancel that tile, cancel that tile. That should let dupes through and give them access. And if I cancel that one as well, boom, they got full access to everything. So where were we? We were going to copy... the internals to replace anything that was covered by with ladders. That tile needs to go. That tile needs to go. What are you doing, Huff and Oakphobia? Show navigation. Why can't you get out? Oh, because you got a tile line above your head. Okay. Deconstruct that. Now you can get out. Alright. That needs to go away as well. 9. Martin's now stuck. Why is Martin now stuck? Oh, okay. Put a ladder there. Anyway. There's not one of them stuck. It's like 3 of them stuck. Martin and Muppet. Okay, just 2 of them. Priority 9. I want that gone, and that gone. Anyway. Okay, everybody can get out. Excellent. Am I going to repeat that same mistake over and over and over? I think so. Let's just do that so I can get in and out nice and calmly. That needs to go. All of that needs to go. Yeah, so I'm going to put in a cut right about here. We've got our first and our second one planned out. In fact, you can now be switched on. I'd love to get a fish from room 1 to room 2, but you know, it is what it is. We just stopped adding water to this room because it's hit the hydro sensor. So, yeah, it's now a case of, well, get those done, and then we'll have 5 fisheries, which should vastly increase our fish population. And we have our fish bowl. And the idea is all the fish can just get dropped in this tile after the fish tanks are populated. We can just drop all the extra fish in here, and they should be fine. They should still lay an egg every cycle and not overpopulate, we hope. But yeah, I'm going to put in a cut here, and I'll see you guys after the construction task is done. And about 5 minutes later, real time, we're all done. I just need to sweep up whatever's left. Not that the duplicates have a lot of access in here. And I also need to set up eggs. So we want a tropical fry up the end. I want a gulp fry up the end. And then fry eggs are the ones that I really want to run the most of. In fact, I might end up cracking the other ones. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind. But the way this works is if we bring up the priority system, we have a 9, an 8, a 7, a 6, a 5, and a 4. So the idea is duplicates will run to this end, fill this end first, then this end, then that end, then that end. We've got the eggs set up to be incubated. There's nothing I can really do about the power for, or the power requirements for these particular incubators, just because they're so I forgot that pipe and that pipe. They're just because they incubate so fast. It's just easier to leave them running powered all the time, because they're only going to be powered for a cycle no matter what. Well, probably a little bit over a cycle. Probably a cycle, because if a duplicate comes up here and puts a fish in here, hopefully they cuddle it straight away, and it should be done. I am going to set the priority on these incubators really, really high, because I want to make sure if there's eggs on the map, that they get put in these machines as fast as possible. But that's really it. That's our whole incubator system up and running. I don't think... No, the duplicates can't get to those conveyor rails. I'd like that cleaned up, please. So I'm going to set infinite priority there. Oh, and I can't let them have access. So that door has to go away. And I'm going to change that like that. And then hopefully they can get here. Deconstruct, deconstruct, deconstruct. Excellent. Copy those settings right the way across. And put in those 2 tiles. Yeah, duplicates can reach that. Done. So that is the system up and running. It's just a case of now finding the eggs to fill the system, populate the system. And this should give us... Where's Mr. Fishy Fishy? So Fishy Fishy is hungry, but that's perfectly fine. Oh, he's still wild. Look, I might put in another cut here and we'll just tame one of these guys. This is... He's at... What's that? 3 cycles? 3 cycles away from being tame. So we're just going to let this run. Well, I'm going to put in a cut. I'll see you guys in 3 cycles where this guy's tame, and then we can actually go over how the whole system works. So I will be back in a minute. And here we are. We have our very, very first tame Pacu. So as we can see, he has 300 calories. He is going to lose 100 calories per cycle, but that's perfectly fine. He's got three cycles worth of food. What will actually happen is eventually he'll end up being... he'll end up running out of calories. He'll have that going to starve debuff, but that won't affect his reproduction. His reproduction, as we can see, is 67% per cycle. So every 2 cycles, he's going to lay an egg for us. And we just need 1 egg out of him to make... to continue the cycle and continue, you know, expanding our farm. In fact, actually, whilst I was absent, I found 1 Pacu flopping around the ground, so we captured him. We do have a tropical fry in here now. I moved the 2 Pacu that were in here, you know, separated those 2 out. So this guy is almost tame. But as we can see, they all go and eat. They're all fine. And basically, we've just created an infinite food source. Every couple of cycles, this guy will lay a new egg, 1 to replace himself, and secondly, to you know, start populating our fish pond. Our fish pond will just have lots and lots of Pacus in here. They'll be mostly tamed ones, but same story. You know, they'll sit there, they'll eventually starve out, and then we're actually going to set up an auto sweeper up here to ship out the meat and ship it down into our conveyor rail. Well, actually, let's just do it now whilst we speak about it. Conveyor 1 there. We want a shipping. We want a conveyor loader right there. We want a bit of conveyor rail. This is the rail that has... Nope. That's the rail down there. Hang on, where are we going? We're going to here. We'll just go straight in there. Yep. Conveyor rail in there. Add a little bit of power wherever that exists. Right there. And we're done. This guy we're just going to set up to ship out meat. And we're going to have basically an infinite meat cycle. I will need to probably put up auto sweepers up here to pick up the lime from all the eggs, because we are going to make a lot of eggs up here. But that's a future problem for a future episode. Anyway, with that, I'm out. We've actually created a new problem for ourselves. Our heating pipe is basically empty because each one of these tanks is like 8 tons worth of liquid. So, you know, it sort of causes other problems we're going to need to fix in future episodes. Anyway, with that, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed this episode. And maybe in a future episode, you'll make your own Pacu farm. As I said, there is a full link up the top right-hand corner with a full description of exactly how this works in a shorter tutorial form. But yeah, with that, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.